everyone, do you have a major sweet tooth like I do? Well, today is all about the sweets here at Wildflower Cupcake and Dessert Bar off of Pelham Road. I'm looking forward to this interview and getting to enjoy some of these goodies. Let's go and check them out. Hey everyone, this is Donald Barber with the J. Michael Manley team at Keller Williams, Greenville Upstate, and today we're here with Kristen K., the owner of Wildflower Cupcakes and Desserts here off of Pelham Road, right by the Chick-fil-A, so can't miss you. Kristen, thank you for having us in here today, and so tell us a little bit about your background in the baking world and what led you to wanting to start your own business.
Sure. So I actually, most of my experience is either practical application or self-taught. My first, I guess, experience in the bakery realm was years ago, and I mean like 15 years ago or more now. I worked at Garner's Natural Market and Cafe. They used to have, the bakery and deli section and everything. So that was kind of my first time getting into that world, and I found that I really enjoyed it. To me, it's fascinating that if you can have 5 people work on one recipe and have 5 different outcomes, even with baking that's supposed to be so exact, So anyway, I also kind of gained an appreciation for accommodating people that have dietary or allergen needs, you want everybody to feel included. So Garner's did a great job of that, and I was just kind of fascinated about how you can use, like chlorophyll instead of green food coloring, and it's a fascinating kind of concept. So I kind of got out of that for a little while, and then I happened to notice a hiring post at one point for a bakery that was coming to Greenville, and the name of the bakery shared the same name as the head baker from Garner's that I worked for years ago, and so I thought that was interesting, and I was just kind of in the bar restaurant service industry at the time. So I checked it out. Turns out it was not the same person. It also was a bakery franchise that was just kind of expanding into the area. So I still kind of thought, well, what the heck? I had an interest in this before. Trying to get a little bit more serious about my career pursuits. Is this something I could really do? I've just always been an indecisive person. So anyway, that's kind of where that started. I managed for a few years. Like I said, in trying to get really serious, I gave it my all. I was investing everything, paying my dues, all that good stuff. Really invested my whole self in it, and I realized it is something I wanted to do. But if I was going to work this hard, I'd like to do it for myself. So and so we turned out that it was going to sort of work well for both the previous owners and myself to kind of make that change. So that's kind of what I did, and here we are. I didn't expect to be part of a franchise system at that time. That wasn't part of my dream necessarily, but I considered it a stepping stone. And I guess I took over ownership in 2016, and then right after I took over ownership, though, things changed from a corporate level pretty significantly, and I found myself in a situation where what should have been a turnkey experience was not. It got kind of scary. I found myself not in control of certain elements of running my business that I needed to be in control of. So anyway, there's some, not to bore you with all the details, but some legal action, and I decided to join in on that. And then amazingly and uniquely through that, we had an opportunity to get out of those contracts and to go independent. So that's really the birth of Wildflower at that point,
You just mentioned Wildflower, so tell us what's behind the name Wildflower.
So I think I mentioned before how indecisive I am, and so it was really hard once we figured out this was the step we were going to take to decide on a name. I mean, it's kind of like getting a tattoo or something. It's going to stay with you forever on some level. But I was working on a custom floral order and was piping some flowers, and just thought about how much I love doing that. I just love flowers in general, kind of always have. It's sort of one of those moments where you get to realize kind of how amazing nature is. So from that perspective, I kind of started thinking along those lines, something maybe with a floral theme. And then I really thought about kind of just our situation in general, how we didn't anticipate going in the direction we were going in. It wasn't planned, it wasn't curated for things to go down like they were. But there's beauty in that. So there's beauty in the sort of organic and unplanned, if you will.
Yeah.
And that's sort of how I see wildflowers. They're also very resilient. So, they can sometimes grow in the harshest conditions and thrive despite perhaps maybe the chaos that's surrounding. So it sort of felt like it fit on multiple levels at that point.
So you have cupcakes as part of your name brand and desserts. So tell us a little bit more about the different other desserts that you're known for at Wildflower.
Absolutely. So cupcakes are obviously an anchor for us. They're probably our main focus. There's so much you can do with them. However, we really like to take kind of other classic concepts like cookies, for example. Who doesn't love a good cookie? And turn it into something a little bit more unique or special, or just kind of bring that back to people, something a little bit nostalgic. The other thing, as I mentioned before, is that I have a lot of interest in being able to accommodate, as many people as possible, providing a cupcake or a cake, for any occasion, for anyone. So we do a lot with gluten-free, we do a lot with vegan items, we do a lot with gluten-free and vegan, which is sort of an umbrella for dairy-free. And then we do, our keto sugar-free, and then cakes, of course, as well. Cakes, I usually take somewhat of a unique approach on when it comes to decorating. The fact that I am self-taught, the last thing I want to do is promise and under-deliver on a replica of a Pinterest image, for example. So, but usually most people are good with us taking creative license and kind of doing our interpretation of it. So, and then we're also featuring, kind of as a way to expand upon the dessert bar element, we feature some items from other other local bakers. So these are things that, are not so much in my wheelhouse, but that I love and am a patron of the art of preparing. Macarons, for example, those come from Heather with Heather's Dessert Cart. She does a phenomenal job. We also got her cake pops, and then you may see holiday-wise, seasonally, some other items coming in as well. And then we are offering CBD cookies now through Cookie Dash Me. She's incredible. I got the connection with her through Garner's. And so, we love the idea of a cookie not only being really tasty, but also therapeutic. So those are just some examples. In our mind, there's room for everybody, and I kind of see this as a great opportunity to work together and collaborate within the community. And again, to offer, our customers and patrons more variety.
Kristen, what type of events do people normally hire you for to provide, an arrangement of baked goods?
I've seen almost everything. Primarily, I would say, or most often, we do a lot of catering for weddings, birthday parties. I actually did a bat mitzvah last year. So corporate events, baby showers. And the great thing is that we get to enjoy that much more because, like a baby shower, for example, we'll get to do custom decorating, that kind of falls in line with that. So, literally anything and everything.
Kristen, I first met you at an event back, I believe, in late March, which was a Foodie McFooderton event at Urban Wren. And you and I will actually be working an event November 8th at Dow's Pizza here in town. And it's to support treatment and surgery for a dog that is facing some pretty high bills to have a good quality of life. Lots of great bakers there, mixologists, people in the barbecue world, people in the beverages. The Revival Butchery, I believe, will be there. So it's going to be a great event. Go to foodiemcfooderton.com to get your tickets for November 8th, because that money's going to a great cause. Now back to Kristen. So Kristen, that's going to be a great event. However, I know that you do other events that support worthy causes. Can you tell us about a few of them?
We like to get involved in anything from something small to, something that's become really big in Greenville. Let There Be Mom is an example of that. So we participate in that every year. And just in my mind, if Wildflower exists, it has to be a vehicle for good.
Yeah.
So that's kind of our motto, if you will. Foodie McFooderton events, I love doing that and working with her. I've never seen so much passion, for what she's doing, and her selflessness, and ability to help the community. We also really love working with Off the Grid Greenville. Both of these establishments, or I guess organizations I should say, do a lot to support the small business, as you do as well. And in supporting us, we're able to then go and support, other elements of the community. So, those are just a couple to name, but we've involved ourselves in a lot of different things over the years, and we'll continue to do so. Like I said, in my mind, I feel like there's a responsibility to be a good example and to contribute if you have a platform. So.
All right, so tell us about what days and times you're open and the public can come on in, and also where can everyone go to find out more about you online or through social media?
Sure, yeah. So we are, as of right now, we're open Tuesdays through Sundays. So Tuesday through Thursday, think of your weekdays, 11 to 7. Fridays and Saturdays, 11 to 8. And then Sundays we're open 11 to 3. So that is a half day for us. We hope to bring everything back on Mondays sometime soon. We'll definitely post about that when we do. And speaking of posting, Instagram is really sort of kind of my, base place for where I post most of our information, things that are going on, upcoming items that we'll be featuring, new menu items, that sort of thing. So I do encourage people to follow us on Instagram or even Facebook as well. As far as our website goes, so as I've kind of explained before, nothing's really gone as planned, and when we rebranded and went independent, I had to kind of come up with a whole new business plan and a website and all this stuff, and I am the least tech savvy person alive. My mother is eons ahead of me when it comes to this stuff, so anyway, we're just now in the process of kind of cleaning up that website, and we're really excited about launching sort of a revised and improved version of that soon. In addition to coming soon, a new online ordering platform with an app. Awesome. So I'm so excited about this. I finally got some people that can help me get it done, and it'll be, we'll come to the 21st century with you guys here soon. Yeah.
Kristen, we've learned a lot about your business today. Is there anything that we either haven't touched on yet, or maybe you want the public to know a little bit more about Wildflower?
Yeah, absolutely. So again, just to sort of reiterate that we have a passion for contributing to the community, whether that be making a really special cake for someone who's going through a tough time, or contributing in an event that's going to benefit others in the community, something that we're really passionate about doing. So don't hesitate to reach out. We usually will find a creative solution or creative method one way or the other. So also, our dedication to, I guess, inclusiveness is the way I would want to say that. The way we can sort of really represent that in a tangible way is to offer, the gluten-free and vegan, all those dietary things. But that inclusivity, it means more than just the type of cupcakes we offer. It's that we believe in kindness and empathy, and that's something we want to make sure we're supporting or putting out there in the community, I should say.
Kristen, thank you so much for telling us all about Wildflower. And we've learned a lot that with Wildflower, it's not just about to survive, it's to thrive.
Right.
So getting through all kinds of things and coming out even better in the end, whether you have dietary needs, whether you have a major sweet tooth, whether you have an event where you need to raise some money with cupcakes and all, birthdays, weddings, Kristen is the one to get in touch with here. And also make sure to follow them on Instagram. And November 8th, once again, Foodie McFooderton. That's for a great cause, and we're looking forward to working that event. I'll be there as part of the Greenville Backyard Barbecue Club and the Greenville Bourbon and Whiskey Society. So you'll see there. And of course, Kristen here will have some delicious baked cupcakes there for the event.
Baked goods.
Maybe not cupcakes. So anyway, check them out online and through social media. And thank you again, Kristen. Until next time, we'll see you then.